It is Monday night. Welcome to MCU Mondays right here on Feast of Fandoms. We're glad you joined us tonight. I am your host, David. With me, as always, are my co-hosts, Debbie. Debbie, how are you this evening?
I'm good. It was a very pleasant, nice day. It was like 78 all day. And I think it's supposed to be in the 70s, 80s all week. So
got up into the 90s here.
So. I was going to say, we'll be in the triple digits on Wednesday. So
I'm just hoping that the nights get a little bit warmer so I can shut off the furnace.
Also with us, did you have a good Mother's Day? Yesterday was Mother's Day. Did you have a good Mother's Day? Did your kids do something special for you?
No, because we're getting together towards the end of the month because other things came up. But yeah, hey, I did my favorite thing. I watched Captain America Winter Soldier. Then I watched Civil War. And then, because I haven't seen it for a long time, I watched Captain America or Falcon and Falcon and the Winter Soldier.
There you go.
And I made lasagna, so it was a good day.
Oh, I need to go. I need to come over. Awesome. That sounds good.
It is.
Also with us tonight is Andrew. Andrew, how are you?
Good. Not used to being on the bottom left, but I'll get used to it.
Did you spoil your mother yesterday?
I did. Oh, actually, we celebrated Saturday. We celebrated with the grandparents on Sunday.
I got you.
Mom's Day was Saturday, so yes. Yep.
Awesome. And then what's tonight? Very special guest, Miss Amy. How are you this evening?
I'm good. I'm glad to be here.
Awesome. Glad to have you. How was your Mother's Day?
It was good.
Okay.
I can't complain. I've got two little ones, so they were their usual selves.
Lovely. So before we get into things, we had a teaser for Spider Noir, I guess is the new series. It's coming to Amazon Prime next year. It's starring Nicolas Cage. It's basically the Spider-Man Noir. Is it a series or is it like a movie?
It's a series. I'm pretty sure it's a series.
Is it a limited series?
That I do not know. But I know it's his character from the animated Spider-Verse movies.
And he did the voice of that one too, right?
Yes.
If I recall correctly. Very cool. You know, Debbie, you were talking about movies. I bought an Eternals Lego set the other day, and now I'm kind of wanting to go back and watch the Eternals again.
Whoa!
It was $10. I can't.
Oh, you know what? For Lego, that's very good. I don't blame you.
It's a retired set, and it was all there.
There you go. That would have been so much better if it was a series instead of a movie, but I digress.
Don't you judge me.
I don't know what could have helped that. Just too many characters all at once.
That's why it could have been a series. It should have been a series.
We have a comment.
I'm not paying attention.
I know. You never do. That's why I'm here.
Oh boy.
There you go.
My husband.
I'm going to guess that is some kind of relation to you, mainly because of the last name.
Right.
How are you?
The guy shooting a shot,
Yeah.
That's awesome. I'm not going to complain about it. Well, Amy is a special guest with us tonight, and she is working on a project. Amy, can you tell us a little bit about your project that you're working on, please?
Absolutely. So I wrote a screenplay called The Winter Soldier Silent Night. And you guys might know like Werewolf by Night or the Guardians of the Galaxy Holiday Special. Those are Marvel's special presentations. So I wrote this to be like that.
Just like a little one-shot kind of thing?
Yeah, it's like a longer one shot, exactly. And it just, they kind of give you those little peeks into the MCU that, like, they're not quite long enough to be a feature, but they're definitely not like a few minutes long, like a one shot. So,
hey, an hour and a half of Sebastian Stan, I would not complain.
Oh boy.
Sorry, I'm a huge Seb fan, so.
Well, yeah, I mean, I'd say a lot of people are. He's a pretty cool dude. Yeah. But anyway, it probably wouldn't be quite an hour and a half. It'd probably be a little under the hour mark, I would say. And yeah, it just kind of goes into his past as the Winter Soldier. It takes place in 1989. And yeah, what questions do you guys have about it?
So I'm assuming we're gonna you're wanting Sebastian Stan for this, so we're dealing with 616, obviously, and Debbie's in full agreement with you.
Yes. Hell yes. And hell yes.
Who else would you even get to play? I'm like, come on. Like,
But what would the story revolve around? I'm just curious.
All right. So, like I said before, it's 1989. It's December, and the Romanian Revolution, which is a real event in world history for anybody who might not know, is in full swing. Communism's being overthrown. And so, Hydra sends their best asset, the Winter Soldier, along with his handler to perform some assassinations. And when they get there, it's the first Christmas that the Romanian people have had since like 40 years ago because communist rule. They're like, no, you can't have Christmas trees, but you can have winter trees. Like, kind of crazy stuff.
Woohoo.
But anyway, so they get there and, there's some like Christmas stuff happening, and that was not in Hydra's plans. So Bucky starts having these like flashbacks. He starts remembering stuff that they had not anticipated, and things kind of go off the rails from there.
Awesome. Now this is a screenplay that you're working on. Is it complete? I'm just curious.
Yes, it's complete. I've done a table read and everything.
Wow.
wow.
I
That's awesome.
yes, I'm very, very pleased with how it's turned out.
That's right.
Now,
Hey,
I was
speaking of-
watching one of your videos, and I believe you said you got your inspiration from the book.
I got
Cold
some
Front?
inspiration from the book. Yes, let me see. Where is it? Because I always keep my emotional support books right
There you
next to me.
I
But
really enjoyed that book, even though it was a different universe, Bucky.
yes,
But
it's
I
like
still read it
comics
in.
Bucky.
Yeah, I still read it in Sebastian's voice, and
Right. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. And oh man, if you guys haven't read this, The Winter Soldier Cold Front by Mackenzie Lee, like if you're brave, if you're not scared of crying, go for it. I was
I'm definitely gonna have to
crying.
check that out.
Like the prologue. The prologue had me in tears. And like I
Wow.
don't cry all that often. I didn't cry at Thunderbolts, but yeah, it's pretty intense. So yes, I took some inspiration from that. I have some comics too. And there goes my AirPod.
Oh.
Man, they just do not fit quite right. There we go. Yes, so I have like the Winter Soldier, Bitter March, the whole line of Captain America and Bucky comics, which those are also really good for anybody who's looking for more Bucky after Thunderbolts. Those are good. There's like the 65th anniversary special of Captain
Wow.
America, Ant-Man Prelude, surprisingly. And then of course, Ed Brubaker and Steve Epting's Captain America comics, Winter Soldier. So
Awesome.
yes.
Darn, I'll just read some more comics, I guess. God.
yeah. I have Marvel Unlimited, and I just never know where to start. I mean, I got it initially to read Star Wars comics, which I have read a
Okay.
few, but with the MCU or with the Marvel comics, I'm just like, man, I just have no clue where to start because there's so many different universes, and it's very confusing for me.
Yeah.
Question
it's
for
pretty
Amy:
confusing.
do you have plans to create additional screenplays or other short story media surrounding Bucky or other Marvel characters?
Oh, that's a good question. So I've done other screenplays. I'm a screenwriter, right? But other with Bucky, not in the plans at the moment. I did I wrote most of a rough draft for a Gwenpool limited series, like 6 episodes, because Gwenpool is so much fun, you guys. Like her comics.
Gotta disagree, but okay.
But I haven't
Uh-oh.
taken that too far just because
What is going on?
it's kind of crazy.
Oh no. So
That's my brother's.
gotcha.
Oh, awesome.
That's my brother's wife. Hi, Zoe.
So we've got so you said you're completed, you've done a table read. Is this how far along with are you anywhere with Marvel as far as getting this produced, or what's
No.
the okay.
I've
So-
talked
so-
with some Marvel adjacent people, but not
Uh-huh.
like Kevin Feige has not talked to me yet.
Oh. Well,
The
Kevin,
hell's
we
wrong
know
with him?
Kevin, we know you watch the show. Give her a call, all right? So everything's hunky dory.
Yeah, I'm still waiting for my cease and desist. Haven't got one yet. So
Now let's say, God forbid, that it does not happen. Would you still want to publish this, like say, as a novel, or could you go to Marvel and say, "Hey, I want to do a limited comic run with this story," or even a trade paperback? Is that something that is possible?
yeah, I've tried talking with them about getting comics, but I really see it as like Debbie would love, like Sebastian Stan, especially since I know that he has a big tie to Romania um, as well. So it was kind of funny when I was like thinking, okay, I want this to be Winter Soldier Christmas time. Want something in Europe at like around this span of years that happened. And then it was like Romanian Revolution. And I'm like, wait a minute, like, isn't Sebastian Stan from Romania? Yes, he is. So
Oh my
I
God.
thought that was pretty neat.
Oh, so of course, so it lines up there. All right,
Mhm.
very cool. Do we have any other? Are there any other? I mean, I'm going to assume there's going to be name drops, but do you have any plans for another character popping up, or is it strictly going to be Bucky?
So in the flashbacks, well, no, first I should start with Vasily Karpov, who is, we see him in, I want to say Civil War. Pretty sure it's Civil War. Zemo comes in to that one guy, and then he like waterboards him, and he dies. Whatever. That's
Oh,
Right.
Vasily Karpov, and he's played by Gene Farber, I believe. But yes, he plays a pretty big role in this. And then also in flashbacks, we get to see Skinny Steve because, like,
yeah.
why not?
That's my nickname,
But yes, and then there's another name drop. I don't want to drop it right now because
Oh,
Well, yeah, we got to keep some suspense to
yeah,
it.
that's right. That's right.
exactly.
Yes. So when this happens, there's roles for myself, Debbie, and Andrew. Correct? We'll be able to
Just in the background,
even in the background. Debbie doesn't.
Bucky
No.
picks us up
Debbie
and
doesn't
chokes us
care.
and then throws us.
Debbie doesn't care so long as she's on set and she can see Sebastian.
I have to be at least within arm's length so I can stare into
There you
those
go.
steely blue eyes of his.
Steel blue eyes let you know.
You just
where
turn around
home
and Debbie's
is.
like touching his hair and stuff. And it's like security.
Well,
Oh,
you know, I'd
jeez.
probably do like I did when I met Hayden at Comic Con. I'd probably just be like,
Locked up. That starstruck thing. Yeah.
yeah, it's just, and I'm a hermit, and so it's just. Ugh.
I mean, I'm a screenwriter, so I don't get out of my house.
Now, have
Also
you
a
ever
hermit.
met Sebastian,
I have not. No.
like at a Comic Con or anything like that? I don't even know if he does Comic Cons.
I don't think so.
I've never. But you know what though? Any as far as Comic Cons that have rolled through my area, I don't think I've ever really seen any of the MCU folks roll through. To be honest with you. Carl Weathers role. No, that doesn't count. I'm trying to think. No, I don't think we've had anybody, honestly. We might have had Brie Larson at one point. Oh, oh gosh, what's her name? From Deadpool. She was in the first Deadpool. She was in The
Vanessa.
Mandalorian. No,
Oh,
not
Gina
Vanessa.
Carano.
Gina Carano, thank you.
Yeah.
Met her, but I don't know that counts.
So I am curious.
That was the Fox.
Sometimes what people do for pitches is they might shoot like a scene, or do like a test shot. Would you consider doing that for Marvel? Like if you ever got the opportunity to pitch, maybe say like, here's like a test. This is what it could look like.
Okay, so I've done some concept art, and then I did that table read with a couple actor friends. As far as like a scene, that would definitely take a little bit more on my part, but
Yeah,
I
that's
mean,
true.
if there was interest, I would definitely try to go for it. I do see this fan question. What are your favorite characteristics of Bucky? And geez, that is a good question. Man, like, who? So my favorite Marvel character, surprisingly, is not Bucky. It's Spider-Man.
well, there you go.
Oh my
Yes,
God.
he's great, and it's
Every time I'm
because
already-
he gets back up and he gets going. Like there's something in him that gets him out of that twin bed in the morning. And I think that same thing is in Bucky because I'm pretty open that I have depression and it's treated, don't worry. But like man, if I was in Bucky's situation and I got out of that, I don't know if I would want to go on, but he does. And that is what I love most about Bucky is that he doesn't give up.
They portrayed that very well. And if you didn't watch Falcon and the Winter Soldier, just
what are
him,
you doing?
Just him
exactly
coping with
What are you
that.
doing?
So
You've read The Hobbit? I did read it when it came out 87 years ago.
1937 when it first came out.
Do we have anything else for Amy?
Do we? Jeez. I'm trying to think if there's anything. I've met so many cool people talking about my screenplay. So I mean, even if nothing happens, it's been really, really cool just to
do you
talk
just
with people.
as far as pitching this to Marvel, do you have, I mean, you said you had people that are Marvel adjacent. I'm just curious because is there like a phone number that you call and say, "Hi Marvel, my name is and I've got this."
No.
Or an email, do you email so hey?
They don't take unsolicited pitches.
I got you.
So basically it would have to be, hey, you talk to so ever. I can't even talk. Let me try this again. So and so would have to talk to so and so about this idea, and then they'd be like, "Hey, Kevin, this person has this idea," and then he'd be like, "I'm way too busy. Talk to me later." And then hopefully they would follow up with him.
Well, hopefully it doesn't take too long because you don't want Sebastian getting too old to be doing it.
They can de-age him.
Oh, you're fine with the DA? Okay. All right.
I don't care. That's a director's choice thing,
Who would be your dream director for the screenplay?
So I've thought about it. And I don't know if you guys have seen Fresh. It's on Hulu with Sebastian Stan, but it's directed by Mimi Cave. And let me tell you, like that screenplay, it's a horror comedy, which I didn't know existed before Fresh. But man, like it doesn't have a whole lot of action in it, but she directs the heck out of it and you're on the edge of your seat the whole time. And that's exactly what I want for this. Like there's action, there's definitely action. But yeah. But
Now,
if it wasn't her, because she hasn't done Marvel before, I mean maybe I I can't think of his last name. Schreier, Jake Schreier. He
Yeah.
did Thunderbolts. I think
Thunderbolts,
that
yeah.
would be cool too. That would be really neat.
Yeah.
Now, just because they haven't done Marvel before doesn't mean that they wouldn't do more. My thought is if they haven't done Marvel, that's fine. But if they're at least familiar with the source material, they don't have to be like mega super fan. But if they know, I think that was one of the big things with, and I can't even remember her name, who directed Acolyte. I'm going to jump into the Star Wars.
Leslie Headland.
Leslie Headland. That was, oh, well, what do you think about Star Wars? I don't know. I've never seen it. And it's like, then why are you directing a Star Wars movie? You need to at least know what's going on.
Right.
At
Oh,
least have
and
some idea.
The other person, I totally forgot about him. Michael Giacchino. He
yeah.
directed Werewolf by Night, and he's done music for a ton of things, and music plays a huge role. I personally was a music business major, so I taught piano for I don't even know how many years. So this has like a lot of music integrated into it. So I think he would be great to direct it because like he's got that music background too, and so yeah.
That'd be cool.
It would be really
Speaking
cool.
of music, then who scores it?
Who scores it? Oh boy. I cannot think of his name right now, but he did Captain America the Winter Soldier.
Henry Jackman.
Henry Jackman. Thank you so much. Yes.
You're welcome. Because I love that soundtrack.
I really like that soundtrack. And it's not a fan favorite, but I think he could do a really great job with it.
No, honestly, I would think it is a fan. If you ask any of the MCU fans, I think Winter Soldier is probably going to be at least in the top 5, if not maybe even the top 2 or 3 of
movies for sure.
The best movies that
I don't know about
made.
soundtrack.
No, I would say soundtrack because I think
Really?
the soundtrack, because and for me, the soundtrack has a lot to do with it. If you've got a good soundtrack, that helps make the movie all that much more better. So
absolutely,
yeah,
the team that did Thunderbolts, they did a really good job, especially with Bucky's.
Oh, I love his theme.
Hero theme, that I call it, because I think I listened to it on repeat like 20 times today.
Debbie's heart literally came out of her chest when she saw that scene happen.
Yeah, it was really good. And I know we're not talking about Thunderbolts right now, but the way they integrated not Sentry's theme, but Bob, he has this piano theme and it goes throughout the score in different places. It's just like that motif. It's great.
That's okay. We like Bob anyway, so.
Oh yeah,
Bob's great.
Did we have anything else? No.
Well, you do have a hashtag, right, for the presentation?
Yes, I do. Hashtag TWS, which is the Winter Soldier, Silent Night.
Silent
there you go.
Night.
Then you get the word out. There you go.
Awesome. Well, we're going to talk about Jessica Jones now, and you are welcome to stick around and talk about Jessica Jones. If not, then you don't have to. You're not going to hurt my feelings, but it is.
I'm here for Jessica Jones. Let's go.
Okay. So, just to catch you up, we've been working through the Defender series. We finished Daredevil. Thankfully, I think we had to push through and do 2 or 3 episodes where we were doing 2 or 3 episodes, but we finished Daredevil before everything else happened. What did we have? We had Thunderbolts, and we had the Reborn, Daredevil Reborn.
Born Again.
Born again. Yeah. So all of that happened. So now it's finally we're caught up with everything. We're moving to Jessica Jones.
Well, at least until June.
At least until June.
Right.
Unfortunately.
Yeah. And
Yeah,
then
supposedly
trailer drops
Ironheart.
tomorrow. Trailer drops tomorrow
Yeah,
for Ironheart.
Does it?
Um,
That's so good. I'm so glad
yeah.
they're finally
it's
doing
about
that.
time.
I know, geez, it's like
They haven't done anything
it's like
for
a
it.
month away at this point. Yeah.
I'm wondering if they have. What are your thoughts on this, Amy? Do they have faith in this? Is that why they're not promoting it, or
I don't know. Don't ask me. I know just as much as you guys.
no? I'm just curious your thoughts.
I
I
think they
mean-
were just concentrating on Thunderbolts personally.
I
Mhm.
think so too.
And Fantastic Four, because those are going to be the two big ones.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Well,
Plus
and
you've
to
got-
be honest, like I was not a fan of Riri Williams' introduction in Wakanda Forever, personally. So, like, I'm always excited for a Marvel project, but I honestly kind of forgot about Ironheart until Amy, you know her, the Vigilante Vibes podcast. She started
Megan,
promoting
yeah.
the show on her own. And I was like, oh yeah, this is coming out. And I was like, all right. And then
See,
yeah,
that's
so
a big problem because
yeah.
I'm on TikTok a lot, and everybody's like, "Gosh, completely forgot about this," and I'm like, "That's not good.
Yeah.
No.
Not good at
that's-
all."
Again, that makes me wonder: do they have faith in this project? Like, is this one of these things to where it's like we
It
really
makes
don't
you think
care,
no. you
or
know.
is this, or we really don't care, or we know it's not that good? That's why we haven't been promoting it, because we know that once people see it, they're going to be like, "What
Mhm.
are you doing?"
I think if it was, and I think too, it has to do with the, I don't want to say size of the character. Yeah. Because like Daredevil, like a lot of people know Daredevil. So they're just like, they know people are going to pay attention to the marketing, but not a lot of people know who Ironheart is, especially casual fans. And not everyone saw Wakanda Forever either. So it's like to them, they're like, I have no knowledge who this is. So,
And this would be the last of the Phase 5 series,
I think so.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
right?
Mhm.
Fantastic Four kicks off 6, and that's in July.
July, yeah.
In fact, June, it's Ironheart and the Fantastic Four will. I think we talked about this. They're going to
Yeah.
overlap each other. Right?
Overlap.
So
Yeah.
weird. Again, weird that they would do that, to where they're like, okay, we've got this huge movie coming out, the one that everybody's been waiting for. And by the way, we got this little side project over on Disney Plus. It's going to be happening at the same time. So just
Yeah.
You know what?
whatever.
This show could be like Echo, because a lot of people were like, "Why is Echo being made? Who cares about this character?" And Echo ended up being pretty good for the most part.
I
So
like Echo, but
maybe Ironheart will be the same way. It's like we don't need this, and you're like, "Hey, it's pretty good."
Yeah, and she's got some really great comics too. So
Mhm.
I'm excited for it.
I'm gonna go with Andrew and say I'm not holding my breath on this one, because
Mhm.
again, the Wakanda Forever thing just kind of, I did not
It's kind of
enjoy
like,
her. I didn't enjoy her character in that movie. Plus, the movie itself was just
You
not
didn't
good.
like Wakanda Forever?
See, I like the movie.
I'm
Let
sorry.
me tell you, that was the only time that I've ever been in a theater and it felt like going to a funeral. Like
Yeah.
everybody walked out, it was completely silent. And it was like, it was scary. Like
Mhm.
how many people were just in tears and you really didn't like it? Ah!
Sorry.
I enjoyed it, but
I think it may have been a little too long, but with what they had to
Mm.
do, the Ryan Coogler did a great job.
I
Outside of the Riri Hart, but that wasn't necessarily, or Riri Williams, that wasn't
Riri
necessarily his
Hart.
decision, but yeah, it was still good.
when you start giving everybody super suits, it's just you're taking away from the character.
Power Rangers, a symbol.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Yeah,
Well, that's why they have Thunderbolts, right?
it's just
right.
it's like.
Not super, except
But
you know, three
see,
of them
and we
are,
discussed this when we talked about the
Mhm.
Thunderbolts. Yeah, not super, but
but also three of them took super soldier serum.
yeah, exactly. Three of them technically are super, and really, if you want to count Ghost as a super too,
Yeah.
because she has a power that is
Mhm.
usable and sustainable. Yeah, I'm gonna call not super bull crap right there. That's all
They're not super good at their job. There you go.
They're not
well,
super
But they
good.
are though, so it's like whatever.
plus the Red Guardian is just
He's hilarious.
amazing.
He's great.
So he's hilarious, and I love him. He's
Give us a
quickly
Red
become-
Guardian special presentation. That's Amy's next project there.
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
could be my next project. Now I've got features I'm working on, guys. Come on.
Darn. Yeah. Oh well. I'll work on my pitch.
There you go.
Yeah, you do it, Andrew. You write it.
Oof. You'd be like a 5-year-old wrote it.
Oh, one more question about this. Who's your antagonist? Is there an antagonist in this? Or is Bucky
Ooh.
or am I
That's a good
allowed to ask that question? Is that one of those NDA stuff?
Well, I like things where sometimes there's like no clear villain. And so like there's I'm trying to think of how I can say this and not embarrass myself on live YouTube. Okay.
That's what it's
All
here
right.
for.
So Bucky's handler, her name is Rostova. As of now, I mean, names can change and whatever, but as of now, her name is Rostova, and she's interesting because she works for Hydra, but she knows that like Hydra's super ruthless, and so if she doesn't do what they say, that's it for her. So she plays a lot of antagonists, but at the same time, she's also a victim, like Bucky was. So it's like, is she the antagonist, or is it like Karpov, or is it someone even bigger than Karpov? But yeah,
Is it Hydra? Hydra itself. I mean, they are the bad guys. I mean, come on,
they are.
let's boil it down to the meat and potatoes of things, and we'll
Mhm.
they at the end of the day, they're still the bad guys.
Mm-hmm.
So
Mm-hmm.
You know, if Amy tells us too much, she's gonna have to send Bucky after us, and
I know
we'll disappear.
that's
You know? I mean, Debbie will still be here, but David and I will.
Debbie would be thrilled. She's
Debbie's like, I don't know what happened
door
to him.
open, leave it
oh, start
unlocked.
talking.
Yeah.
All right. So Jessica Jones. Let's jump back into Jessica. She is a private investigator. This is one of those dark, gritty. She was a superhero at one time. I think she was called Jewel, right? Am I correct in thinking that? In the comic books? I think that was her superhero moniker.
I will
was
fact
Jewel.
check.
Oh, yes, please do. But anyway, so of course she has these superpowers.
Yeah,
and
Jewel.
Awesome. I was right.
Well, at least it's not Jubilee.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm just saying.
But she's also suffering from PTSD, which is familiar. Just because that's something I suffer with, but beside the point. But anyway, so she's suffering with this PTSD. She was obviously under control of. We don't get the name drop until the very end of this first episode is Kilgrave. She meets Luke Cage at some point. She's spying on Luke Cage at some point. We get a whole lot of. It's basically this episode. There wasn't a whole lot that happened in this episode. It was more
kind of
of
laying the foundation.
Yeah, we're introducing. It's not an origin, but it's we're introducing you to this character, and here's kind of what's happening with her. So
it's kind of like this is the point
nice
of her
to
life.
get-
We're going to catch you up, kind of thing.
yeah.
Would have been nice to get some kind of origin flashback or something.
I think that happens. I think we're going to get that later on.
I think so. Yeah.
I think this is more of a. Right now, we're just building the characters and building the world around her, which is great.
Now I have a question because I know there was a TV show.
Alias with Jennifer Garner.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I don't think that's anything related to this.
it's not okay.
I don't think so.
I just wondered because, well, of course, on the opening shot, her the door glass says Alias, and I was just like, is that the same as the TV show?
Alias Detective or Alias Investigations, I think it is. Yeah.
Yeah.
Was that
She's-
a Marvel show?
I don't know. I never watched it.
Yeah.
I think she was a spy or something.
Yeah, and the whole premise of it was that she took on different aliases to track down the information that she was looking for in that particular show. So
I was
think
just
that-
curious.
I don't think it's
Didn't
the
know.
same. Pretty sure it's not. What did you do?
Hit the wrong button.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I got offended.
So anyway, so she's trying to get with this I guess it's a law firm that Carrie Ann Moss is in charge of. She's trying to become their lead investigator, but at the same time
She wants to be freelance.
freelance, but paid for leave me alone but pay me anyways kind of thing. It's an interesting way of looking at things. She gets
I never saw Trinity as a lawyer, but you never know.
You didn't see her as a Jedi either, but you know what? We got that too.
That's true. That's a better one. Yeah, there you go.
So, we get the couple from Nebraska. They're looking for their daughter, the sweet cheerleader type, and all of this, of course, is leading back to Kilgrave, and now she knows she's back. She gets money from her sister to try and run away from things, and that's about it. Again, it was just an intro episode. There wasn't a whole lot there. It was we meet Luke Cage.
I thought the storyline with the daughter, was her name Kate? I don't know.
Hope.
In my head, I'm thinking her name's Kate or Katie,
Hope.
but but I thought that was really, really interesting. How she kind of goes from this like victim, we don't even know anything about her other than she runs track and she's the daughter of whoever, and then later she's in that elevator, and are we allowed to give spoilers on the show? It's been
Absolutely.
out for
Oh,
a
yeah.
while.
This-
I mean,
this-
it's
this
she
show's been out
kills
for
her
10
parents
years.
right
Long
there
enough.
in front of Jessica.
If you haven't seen it yet,
The
there's
show's
something
been out
wrong.
as long as I've been alive, basically, at this point. Just,
It's
come on.
been out for a hot minute, so we're good.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, right there in front of her, and I thought that was really interesting, and just gonna kind of see what happens next with all that.
It was one of those things, yeah, and you could see it in her eyes too. And I think she kind of realized it right as the elevator was closing, to where it's like,
Mhm.
oh, something else, because she kept remembering stuff that was happening. Like she remembered the restaurant and
Mhm.
the meal that was ordered, the specific table that she had to go to, and then of course the hotel that she had to go to, and she knew the room, the exact room and everything. So it was
Mhm.
almost like she knew what was coming. And if I recall correctly, I haven't seen this in again a long time, but because I think I started watching this one when it first came out, because I was already behind like a season or two on Daredevil. And I was just like, well, I'm not going to start Daredevil, but I can start this when it's new. So, but I think it comes out because I think she did the same thing, which is I think why she's suffering from this PTSD. But I think it was Luke Cage's wife.
It was Luke Cage's wife.
girlfriend?
Yeah, she
Yeah.
pushed her in front of him, and then like a bus or truck came and she
And it
went
was
by.
the same kind of thing too, which is again why she's suffering from this this
Mhm.
PTSD. Kilgrave has some kind of
like mind control.
mind control. Yeah. and he still haunts her. You know, you
Mhm.
saw it several
Mhm.
times where he's kind of talking in her ear and she's looking around, and
he kind of gives her like false memories kind of thing too, I
and
think.
and the even the girl, when she finds the girl and she says, you know, hey, I can't move. Well, how long have you been here? And she's like, well, for 21 hours and however many minutes. You know, I've peed the bed already. So I just can't move. Otherwise, it just shows what type of control that he has over his
I'm just trying to
victims.
remember what the heck he does to control them. Is it like, does he hypnotize them or something? Or
Well, it's like if I remember correctly, it's like a power he has, because I know to like contain him, she gets him in like a almost like at the police station. There's like a room with like the glass to like, then his powers can't like reach her or something like that. But I don't remember.
I guess I don't
I think
remember
yeah,
him having powers. Okay. Because I
maybe
was
it's
like,
not powers.
David,
I honestly don't know. I haven't seen the season
Well,
in a
they thought he
while.
was dead. I mean, they spent a good part of this one saying, oh, he's dead.
Just
He's dead.
do a
No,
quick
he's
Google.
back. I don't know. Somehow he has returned.
Right.
Somehow Palpatine has returned. So
Let me see. Okay, so he was born with a neurological disease that left him brain dead before he was 12, but his parents and a scientist were determined to save him. They did an experimental study using a virus to repair his damaged DNA. And that led him to having like these. Because there's the flashbacks of him as a kid with the doctor, with the experiments. The cure, side effects. He could make people do whatever he wanted them to do just by telling them to do it. So there was something with the experiment where just by telling the person what to do, it made him do it, basically.
awesome.
Yeah, he has mind control is basically what it is.
okay. Because I was like, David Tennant's a very nice man, but he's no Bucky Barnes
Right.
or Sebastian Stan, whatever,
Or Harrison Ford.
or Harrison Ford. Yes,
That's
Um,
Debbie has a harem. You'll find out pretty quick.
Tom
so.
Hiddleston. Yeah,
You have a type, Debbie?
I don't
Well, it's just
know.
Marvel bad guys. She's a
Just
bad boy.
Marvel
kinda
men,
Well,
Oh,
yeah,
hold
there you go.
on. Calm down.
guy. Did I see David on there? Just kidding.
No. Wait a minute.
No.
Yes, I'm on the far right hand side right there.
Ah, that's right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's right. You're not in the middle there.
Yes, I have a harem.
There's a lot more than just that, but that's
Yeah.
the main ones right there. So
Mhm. She's got tears, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Now she thinks I'm weird.
The amount of effort that Amy put into her screenplay, Debbie put into her tears. Yep. Man.
Well, with Jessica Jones, I liked how they kind of had him like haunting her. Like it looked like he was right there. And I just thought that was a really cool, I don't think it's a narrative tool, but something like that. It
Well, you
just
see
felt
him
really
look in her
visceral.
face. I was just like, yeah.
Mephisto confirmed. Oh wait, no, my bad. Debbie has been looking for Mephisto since WandaVision.
There's
So
theories. Is there theories he's in Ironheart? Is out? Did I hear that correctly?
Supposedly that's when he's gonna pop up.
Yeah.
But
it's about time.
yeah, but I don't like the person they supposedly pick. I don't know if it's a for sure casting, but
Mhm.
I don't like him in anything. Sacha
Was it-
Baron Cohen.
Yeah,
Sacha
I don't
Cohen.
like him. Not on my tier list.
That's the other thing. She has a not on my tier list too. So.
What can I
There
say?
you go.
Boy.
But again, just this first episode, just a wonderful, wonderful intro. Again, Andrew, you said something about it, or maybe it was you, Debbie. I don't remember. Is the sister jealous of Jessica's powers?
Hmm.
Do we think so? Maybe.
I don't know. I just vaguely remember, like I said, I don't remember a whole lot about this show, not like I did with Daredevil, but I just vaguely remember, and I think it might be in the third season where her sister just has enough of Jessica and she just tries to find a way to get powers herself or something like that. I don't know.
She rolls around in some nuclear waste, hoping that will, because that's how you're supposed to get powers, right? You
Exactly.
get you a spider to bite you or something like
Become
that.
a scientist and have your experiment go too far, you know. And
I
Do a
saw
vat of
some-
electric eels.
exactly.
I saw something online.
Take a shot, you know.
It was this kid. I want to say it was over in Europe or Russia or something like that. It was on the other side of the world, but he was such a fan that he actually had injected mercury into his. He had
Jeez.
injected mercury into himself because he was trying to give him an adamantium skeleton like the Wolverine, and
Oh, man.
he had let spiders bite him, hoping to get Spider-Man powers.
When the hell was this?
I don't know. It's just one of the
See,
dumb
look,
things
but
that
to be like Wolverine, you have to be submerged in water,
yeah,
acid water.
and you've got to have adamantium,
Yeah.
not mercury,
Exactly.
and you got to have
Mercury.
healing ability.
I mean, we used to play with mercury as a kid. That's because that's
Fun.
way,
Yeah.
This is how old I am, okay?
This is before they knew it was bad for you.
This is before kick the can too, you know.
This was back when 9 out of 10 doctors recommended camels because they were good for your T-zone, your taste in your throat. So
Don't like camels.
I don't think I've ever had camel. Oh well.
You don't even know what that is. All you kids
No.
with your vapes and things now.
Right, yeah, I'm all into that stuff, you know.
So, all right. Do we have anything else on Jessica for this first episode? I'm looking forward to getting into the second episode.
It's a solid episode because I remember enjoying the rest of the season. But yeah, like you said, there's just not really a lot to it.
It's just
It's
kind
okay.
of an introduction to the characters. It's better than Iron Fist. We'll say that.
Oh, everything is.
So,
at least in the Defender saga. Yeah.
I think I liked Luke Cage better than Jessica. The
Yeah,
series.
Luke Cage is good.
But yeah, definitely better than Iron Fist.
Yeah.
I've got Luke Cage number 3. Does that count for anything? Like the third the third issue of Luke Cage ever produced. It was great.
Oh, that's cool.
It's awesome. Anyway. All right. Shameless plugs. What do we got tonight, Debbie?
Tomorrow night, our friends over on the Sith and I
Along
Did
with
it again.
Minion.
and see this is what you have to look forward to when you get to be old. Your things.
See, Amy
twist
was
in
like,
your
ooh,
head.
the Sith and I, what's that? And Debbie's like,
Yeah, I knew I was
Doesn't
going
exist.
there. The Sith Dominion podcast over here on YouTube. They're going to be doing a live watch again, a watch party for the final 3 episodes of Andor.
Can't believe it's over tomorrow.
I know, I'm so depressed. Wednesday, we'll have another episode of War of the Stars. Thursday, we'll be back over on Cantina Happy Hour talking about the last 3 episodes of Andor. Friday, I'll be over on the Geek and I podcast.
There it is.
There you go.
Talking about Star Trek. We're starting the 2nd season first episode is Who Mourns for Adonis. And then we have the Geek Gauntlet on Saturday.
They talk about everything.
Yeah, they talk about everything. And then we'll be back on Monday with episode 2 of Jessica.
Andrew, shameless plugs. You got anything?
Yeah, this past Sunday we came in focus because Mother's Day and Cam with the move. But we will finally get to the Blues Brothers this next Sunday. It's been put off long enough. That's pretty much all I got. Everything else Debbie covered. So, yeah.
Amy, do you have any shameless plugs?
My channel. Tomorrow I'm going on the Sisters Assembled podcast. I don't know when they'll edit it and everything, but I'm excited to meet them and chat about the Winter Soldier Silent Night.
Awesome. And what is your channel?
On Instagram it's at Amy PIERO, so just my name. Yep.
Do you have a
Awesome.
YouTube? Do you do podcasts?
Yeah, it's in the description. I put it in there.
Awesome.
Thanks, Debbie.
You're welcome.
I don't have much of anything other than, again, the end of this month, May 30th, 31st, and June the 1st. Andrew and I will both be at Fan Expo Dallas. We will be there all 3 days. Walking around, we're meeting people, saying hi. I've got a bunch of free stuff that I'm giving away. It's all stacked up over here right now. So we're giving away free things. Come find us and say hi. We're going to try and go to all the panels. I know there's a lot of people there. Big Back to the Future reunion happening there.
Timothy's on.
Timothy's on.
Yeah.
We got to get Debbie's book signed. There's always a bunch of great comic book artists there. I'm going for it's not Zack Snyder. Help me out, Andrew. Scott Snyder. Scott Snyder's going to be there. I've got the Batman Last Night on Earth. I'm going to get him to autograph all of that for me. Also, one of the guys that worked on Wolverine Revenge. I get him to sign my Wolverine Revenge issues. But it's always a lot of fun. The panels are great. So come out and say hi to us. Take a bunch of pictures. I may even put on my Han Solo costume and let Debbie be jealous of me. Just because I might, maybe on Sunday when I've got nothing better to do, just dress up like Han Solo and walk around. So, but anyway.
We do have that one fan question if we want to.
Oh, yes. Let's look at the fan question.
Yeah.
What do we got?
So this is from @CSCHROEDO on Threads.
Okay.
They ask, where did the Big Three conversation take place? Did Bucky get on a plane just to go yell at Sam about giving up the shield?
The Big Three conversation.
I think that's in reference.
Androids, aliens, and wizards.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
what
I
was the
think he
question?
did. I mean, he wanted to tell Sam, dude, you made a huge mistake. What are you doing? And then I think under that, and I don't think he even knew it, like he wanted to be there to protect Sam in case something went wrong.
Yeah, I agree.
Is Sam? No, Sam's still young at your point because you're 1989. Never mind.
Yeah, Sam isn't even
Like,
died
Sam
yet.
could be in it too. No, that's not.
Sam
would
Sam's
just-
the
Around, I could
baby.
be there.
That's right.
I don't know.
was
I
in
just,
my mid to late 20s in '89.
In 1889, you were in your mid-20s?
1889. I would
No, I'm
not.
just kidding.
you can
I
throw
don't think I
something
could
at
write
him
about
if you really did.
that.
I thought she
Ah,
said it took place in 1989.
I'm messing with you.
She's
No,
messing.
hey, Andrew,
That's why I said you can throw something at him.
is this how you
I-
treat your grandmother?
No, but my mom. Yeah. I'm gonna wake up and Bucky's just right there, like, Debbie sent me.
Exactly.
Actually, be his left arm.
All right. Well, that is going to be it for us tonight, right here on MCU Mondays. We will see all of you next week talking about Jessica Jones season 1, episode 2. Y'all have a great rest of your week, and we'll see you next time. Bye, guys.
Shit! Language. No one else is going to deal with the fact that Cap just said language. I know. For gosh sake, watch your language. That's not going away anytime soon. You bet your ass.
Steve, you said a bad language word.
Did you tell everyone?
Out with the platinum bastard.
Steve doesn't like that kind of talk.
You know what, Romanoff? Fury, you son of a bitch.
Ooh, you kiss your mother with that mouth?